Alright, it's 10:15 in the morning here, just leaving Denver. Stopped to get gas, and now I'm actually going to do a car wash. I haven't washed the car in a while. Figured that'd be a good thing to do. Yesterday we did the whitewater rafting, and then we went up to Mount Evans, and then in the evening we went to the food tasting and the talk by Eugenia Bone, and that was really cool. She talked about having your kitchen, treating it as an ecosystem, and yeah, that was really good. And so now I'm off to Amarillo today. Should be one of the longer drives, actually, 7 to 8 hours. So far, that's about it. Should be getting some good shots again along the way, driving down south through Colorado and then a little bit of New Mexico before I'm back in Texas. Other than that, not too much to say. This is probably the first day in a while that I'm actually starting with the beginning of the day and doing a video. So, yeah. I'll get back to you when I stop for another video, I guess. Ooh, look, it's a pretty car wash. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to put this video in the rest of today's thing, but I thought I should document the car getting washed since, you know, that's an important thing. Me and the car, we've got quite a relationship going. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. Alright, I've been on the road about an hour or so, maybe a little bit more. Stopped to take some photos here, pulled off the highway, and I think this is probably some farm or ranch area. I guess ranch probably. See some horses over there in the distance. Yep, that's about it. Still in Colorado, headed south on, I think it's Interstate 25. Next major kind of city I'll be pulling into before Amarillo is probably Colorado Springs. And yeah, that's about it for now. Alright, just passing through Colorado Springs, but looks like we're getting into some rain in a little while here, which should be nice, I guess. Kind of feel like washing the car a little while ago, maybe for not, but hopefully I'll pass through the rain and don't get too jammed up into traffic and things like that. Well, it looks like passed through the patch of clouds without any rain, no issues, and going to continue pressing forward, headed down south. I'm going to hit New Mexico before I hit Texas again, and then it's into Amarillo. Probably still got another 5-6 hours to go. Yeah. So I'm driving along, and here on the side of the highway, there are some pretty massive dust clouds, and that's probably because there are people driving on the roads, but still, kind of cool. Just a whole bunch of dust suspended in kind of midair. Anyways, back to the road. Yeah. Hey there. I was just on the highway just now, about 20-30 minutes ago, and I saw a sign for this historic national monument for like a volcano, and I thought, oh, it's only 3 miles away off the highway. So I turned off and I headed towards the volcano/mountain. I guess it's dormant at this point. It better be, I guess, otherwise they'd have a lot of people in danger. It's probably dormant. So I went up there, and you know, there's a $5 entry fee. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll pay that. So I walk in to pay the fee, and the guy says, oh, and by the way, there's a 30-minute wait. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, yeah, there's limited parking up there, so you gotta wait 30 minutes at least before you get to go up. And I thought to myself, I'm not gonna sit here in a silly parking lot, wait for my name to be called just so I can finally, after 30 minutes, get the opportunity to make the 5-minute drive up there and park. So I didn't get to do that. I mean, I drove over there, but I didn't get to go up. Which is a shame, because the landscape, the area around the volcano and stuff was really nice. And I think had I been able to go up and, you know, see it from the top and then take some photos, could have gotten some good shots. But oh well, I guess that wasn't meant to be. So now I'm just continuing on Highway 87 here, Probably still 2.5, 3 hours outside of Amarillo. Yeah, I was listening to Jack and Diane by John Mellencamp, pretty famous old song. And I was thinking about that refrain where he says, "Oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone." And I kept hearing that, and I thought to myself, I mean, obviously there are multiple ways to take that, but I kept thinking to myself, why would you ever get to the point where, quote unquote, the thrill of living is gone, and you view life as though it's just a routine, kind of chore kind of thing? It doesn't seem like much fun. I mean, the song is pretty upbeat, and it sounds nice, but somehow that phrase just boggles my mind, because it feels like, I took this trip because I took it for several reasons, but I thought to myself when I was initially planning it, well, I'm going to be sitting there in the summer with a lot of weeks of not doing all that much. Why not take a trip across the southwestern U.S., or parts of it anyways, see what there is to see, find out a little bit more about myself, so on and so forth. And every day of this trip, I've woken up with things to do and places to go, people to see, and it's been so invigorating. And I think about that line about how life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. And, I mean, people definitely go through ups and downs in life. That's life. But I clearly know that I never want to get to, and I'm sure most people don't, but never want to get to a sustained kind of frame of mind where you think your life is a chore, and then it's the thrill of living is gone, and so on and so forth. I don't know. I mean, I was just thinking about that, and I figured, it's better to express that thought with a video rather than typing it out, because you can just get more across with video, with the image. I don't know. That was my random thing about that. Now, you want to talk about being out in the middle of nowhere, where, quite frankly, I don't know where the nearest person is. That would be right about here, right about now. And pretty darn quiet. Pretty darn nice, too. This is a farm to market road, obviously just a 2-lane highway, but it's really, really nice and quiet and just open and vast, and insert a million other adjectives that sound cool. And I'd stay here too for a few hours if I could, but instead that'll probably just be like 10 or 15 minutes to take some photos and stuff. Okay, so it's just a little past 8 o'clock here in Amarillo. I just arrived and checked into the hotel. So I guess I left at about 10:15 this morning, and so it did take quite a while, but I think it's because I stopped a lot for photos, or rather, I didn't stop so many times as I did stop for quite a while on certain points and whatever junctures. Other than that, gonna have some Whataburger. Got back into Texas, I was like, I gotta get some Whataburger, so I got that, and gonna go through the photos and videos for the past, I want to say 5 days, and try and get as many things put online and things and processed in my mind and online and all that fun stuff. Actually, when I checked in, the lady at the check-in place actually remembered me from a week ago, so that was kind of nice. I was joking with myself before when I was going on this trip. I was like, well, I'm going to be in Amarillo twice. Maybe they'll recognize me, and sure enough, they did. Actually, also, when I was driving in to check in, there were 2 limos in the front in the main area, and they were the limos for the free steak, the place that you can go to get a free steak. There were, I don't know, like 7 or 8 people that were going to this restaurant to go get the free steak. So the limo came, just like it said on the card, and they were going to go, hopefully, maybe try and down that 72-ounce steak. Probably still not going to do that while I'm here, though. Tomorrow it's off to Oklahoma City. Never been there before. Don't know what to expect, but it should be fun. All right, for now I'm signing off.